Hi guys, it's Wombat, and today I'll show you what I think enhanced the experience of ETS2 and makes the game feel a bit more realistic. I'm not talking about graphics in particular, even though that of course is part of it, but I'm talking about the surroundings in general, including traffic, companies, sounds and people. Admittedly, I'm not using most of these mods on a regular basis for, at least to me, obvious reasons. Because when testing new map combos, other mods than the map combo itself may affect the result in both negative and positive ways, but mainly negative. So it's most often just at the end of a particular version of the game and the last few weeks before a new major game version is released that I get to enjoy these mods that I'm going to show you today. And even though I have tested all of these mods before, I've actually never tested all of them at the same time. Some of them, possibly many of them, but never all of them, until now. Because I wanted to combine them to see what the game would look like if you have proper traffic, proper sounds, proper graphics, real companies, advertisements and posters, long trains, people sitting on benches in the cities, and no barriers reminding you of the game's restrictions. But before we start, just a quick disclaimer. Although I am testing this on my ProMods Global Edition map combo using DirectX 11, that does not mean that this will actually work on either the ProMods Global Edition or any other map combo out there. Yes, it does work on the combo in the places I've been hauling, but I haven't been on all the map mods and everywhere on all those map mods. So what works for me in the places that I have tested it might cause the game to crash when you go to other places in, say, Africa or Russia or South America or Northern Norway for that matter. At the end of this video I'll also go through in what order you should add these mods, and if you are using my ProMods Global Edition and or Europe Edition, where to add them. So, the list. We're gonna start with the most obvious mods for realism, the graphics. There are several graphic mods out there. Many of them are great, but only a few of them should be considered for the top spot. And I've chosen the two mods that I find to be the most exciting ones available right now. It is the Grimes new summer graphics, which I don't feel need any presentation really, together with the Naturalux mod. And Naturalux is neither the easiest to download, in fact it's the most tedious one. It isn't the smallest, in fact it's the largest, and it's not the simplest, it's actually the hardest to install. But it's also the best one, or at least one of the best, and considering it being a beta version, it feels like it's going to be the undisputed number one. That point is kind of proven almost by the fact that there is already other mods available that builds on and requires Naturalux. And that is something you will see when we look at some of the other mods on this list as well. So with Grimes and Naturalux installed, we need to remove the barriers. The barriers are found all over all kinds of maps, and they remind us that this is a game, which is something we will try to avoid, of course. So the barriers have to go. What you need to do is to be careful where you're hauling, and as long as you are careful where you're hauling, removing the barriers isn't a problem whatsoever. In the list of mods you can download, there is a couple of places where you'll also find no icons mods. Naturalux has one, as well as the no barriers mod. You could remove all icons from the game as well, and in fact I would love to remove all icons from the game, but the problem is that using any of these two no icons mods removes the icon that shows you where you park or pick up cargo. And the problem with that is that when you, like I am right now, using trailer owned trailers, you have to pick up cargo and you have to deliver cargo, and if you remove the icons you can't really see where to park. If you're using the base map and the DLCs only, it's quite possible that you could learn where to park, but me using map combos, adding 10-15 different maps to the game, it's kind of difficult to remember where to park to both pick up and deliver cargo. So for that reason only, I'm instead using Naturalux subtle icons mod. But again, if you feel confident that you are able to remember where to deliver your cargo, go ahead and use the no icons mod by Naturalux instead. And the benefit of doing that is of course that you won't have these icons for where to fill your gas tanks. You don't really need them. I mean, all you need to know is that there is a gas station located where you are. You know where to fill the gas, and the same for going through customs in different places, taking ferries in different places, etc. All of those icons aren't really needed, but picking up and delivering cargo kind of requires the icons. Then we have the SCS companies, billboards, posters found all over the game. These need to be replaced by actual companies instead, and that goes for not only the companies themselves but also the billboards and posters, and for that we have a couple of other mods as well. Then you have rain and sounds for rain and thunder. We have a couple of mods for that as well. If you have lightning in the game, you would like to hear some thunder as well, and that has been included here. We also have the sound fixes pack, which gives you the realistic sounds you expect to hear when you are filling your gas tanks, but also the tire sounds, trailer sounds, cabin sounds that feels more natural than the sounds that SCS provides you with. I'm also using a mod that put people on the now empty benches and chairs we find in a lot of cities. Unfortunately, that mod isn't working with all types of benches and chairs, so even though they work with most of them, there are still a lot of benches and chairs that will be empty throughout the maps. Again, that is at least if you are using my map mods. Finally, we have traffic, and we have two types of traffic. We have train traffic and, well, regular traffic. Starting with the train traffic, we have the longer cargo trains mod that expands the cargo trains from the original, I think it is 5 to 10 trailers to up to 60 trailers. In different map mods you'll see that the number of trailers on the trains are 11 to 60. And in most cases I've only seen 11, but there are places where the trains are much longer, which obviously makes the waiting time longer, but it also makes the game feel a little bit more realistic. Finally, we then have traffic itself, and we have, in my case, 5 different types of Jazzycat traffic packs. I'm using the AI traffic, motorcycle traffic, bus traffic, painted truck traffic, and BDF traffic. Of course, there are other Jazzycat mods you can use as well, but I'm only using these 5. You can possibly add others as well without having any problems with it, but I'm feeling satisfied with these 5 traffic packs. And to all these 5 traffic packs I then have the appropriate traffic zones as well. And finally, to make the traffic even greater during daytime and the density of it during daytime and less traffic during the nights, I'm using the real traffic density and ratio mod together with the ProMods traffic density add-on. And this is what the game looks like. Now if you think this is what you want to use as well, I'm gonna go through how you combine these mods, where you put them, and I'm also gonna go through it and show you where to put them on my global map combo as well as on my Europe map combo. So let's do just that. And here are the different mods that I'm using to enhance the experience of the game. At the bottom I have the no empty bench and chair mod, followed by the real company logo Europe part 1 and 2, longer cargo trains, painted truck traffic by Jazzycat, bus traffic pack by Jazzycat, motorcycle, painted BDF and AI traffic pack. We then have the sound fixes pack, as well as Grimes' new summer mod. The Naturalux mod, which contains the base file, model 1, 2, 3 and 4. Subtle floating icons, which can be replaced by the no icons mod for Naturalux instead. We have the vegetation fix, the sound fixes pack, which is a fix that works with this one. We have the ProMods compatibility mod, because I am using ProMods of most of my map combos. And finally we have the add-on Summer Holidays mod. There is only this add-on for the month of July available so far, but from what I understand, Naturalux will offer different editions of the Naturalux mod for different periods of the year. This is called the July version. I haven't seen an August version yet. There might not be one. Perhaps it's something you will see. The July version one being the summer version. You'll have then a fall version, winter version, spring version. I don't know. It's still a beta version. So the July version or the summer holidays version is what we have right now. We then have the realistic rain for Naturalux, since we are using Naturalux, and the add-on for realistic rain called the realistic rain and thunder sounds mod. We then have the no SCS Barriers mod and the 5 different traffic sounds mod that works together with the 5 different traffic mods that I'm using. So I have truck traffic, truck, bus, motorcycles, BDF and AI traffic. and therefore I also have AI traffic, motorcycle, BDF, bus traffic, and in my case old trucks AI sounds. On top of that we have real traffic density and ratio mod. This one is by SIP and it works well together with the Jazzy Cat mods and the different sound mods for Jazzy Cat. And since I am using Pro mods again, we are also using the real traffic addons, add-on for the real traffic density mod. And as I promised, here is the same list again, but this time in context. I'm using my global edition in this case, but it doesn't matter if you are on my global Pro mods or the Europe Pro mods. The last two mods, map mods, you have on the list is Emden and Swedish Islands. So regardless of Europe edition or global edition, these two files, and then we have the No Empty Bench and Chair, Real Company Logo Europe Part 1 and 2. Just for good measures, there are 4 mods that symbolizes your trucks, cabin accessories, trailers and skins. Then we have the longer cargo trains. We have painted truck traffic, bus traffic, motorcycle traffic, painted BDF traffic and AI traffic. We then have the sound fixers pack, and back to my Pro mods global edition and Europe edition we have the Tex Fix 3. Then we have the new summer Grimes summer graphics, and then Naturalux base model 1, 2, 3 and 4. We have the subtle floating icons, you can replace it with the no icons mod instead. Vegetation fix, sound fixes pack, Pro mods compatibility mod and the summer holidays mod. Then we have the realistic rain mod and the realistic rain and thunder sounds mod, followed by no SCS barriers. Real AI traffic sound pack, motorcycle sound, BDF sounds, old trucks AI sounds, bus traffic sounds, and the real traffic density and ratio mod with the real traffic density Pro mods add-on, and finally on top Arias Super Zoom. And just quickly before you go ballistic in the comment sections, these are my truck settings, these are the physics settings that I'm using. On top of this I see no reasons to use any additional physics mods. That is why you won't find any physics mods on this list. And with that said, we have come to the end. If there are any mods you think I've missed here, obviously physics possibly, or if there are mods that I'm using here that you should think I should replace with other mods that you find to be better, let me know in the comments. If there are any other mods or suggestions you have to improve it even further, let me know that as well. And in any case, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please click the like button, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. As always, feel free to share my videos on all your social media in advance. Thank you very much for that. Take care guys. Bye bye.